My friends always knew that I was one of the most nervous people, the most nervous students during an assembly, when I had to answer in class, or when it came to sharing my voice and opinion with other people. But things changed, and then I became a two-time TEDx speaker, but that's not a huge achievement according to me. What I feel more blessed about is I understood the message that I wanted to convey to the world. I understood that my voice was important, although it's not up to the mark as I would have liked it to be. But I do realize that yes, speaking is something that's important. I was talkative. I still remember class 7. I was punished for talking with my, partners who were sitting next to me, and girls, whoever sat next to me, were always like, I was always interested to know what they were doing, what they were thinking, and we had stories to share. I just enjoyed talking to them, but I didn't understand, like why I was prevented from talking to them, and which is where I think peer learning is something I also picked up during that age. When I look back at that why are we not allowed to learn together in a group or in pairs. And then when I think about today, when I'm training children in communication and thought programming, it's because I understood what was blocking me from expressing. Today, when I look back, why I was so scared and I was shivering literally when I had a mic in my hand and I had to speak in front of like so many people, I really couldn't imagine how I would be able to do that, because it was like I was scared. My legs used to shiver, my hands used to shiver, and my like whole face used to go red thinking about uh, you know talking, and the idea of talking was so scary. But I realized that the reason many kids do not talk is not only because they are shy or they are introvert or they are selective. It's also because many times we don't know what to talk about, or whether we really want to talk about it, whether we are the right people to talk about it's not just about as adults what we think, it's also about what kids think. Sometimes kids have self esteem issues and identity crisis in which they do not feel comfortable talking about what they are thinking. Other times we see that they feel that if they do something it'll have its consequences either from the teacher, because sometimes they think teachers already have favorites, why do we have to work harder. There are so many things, and if they're ridiculed or scolded or not given respect and due attention at any point of time, they take it for granted that they will not be accepted if they talk and voice out and share or respond in the class. So as part of the communication thought programming that I'm doing and training kids in, these are some of the things that I focus on improving in kids so that they have more confidence, better self worth, and they realize that your confidence will come when you have clarity here. And no other external factors are really going to be responsible for eventually making you stand out.